One of the things that really can't be understated with the inspections that we do is this real-time information. Something like that little outlet over there that I just checked, and clearly there's some sort of reservoir of microbial bodies or spores or activity there. But if the cables run in from the crawl space, it could be that there's a hole drilled up through the subplate or the sill plate. And so that could just be air coming from the crawl space, which again is a problem, but it's not necessarily a big mold problem in the house, just something that needs to be investigated further and figured out. And the reports that we send out are fully annotated, photographs, full color, shows all of the rooms, what the findings were, what the numbers were, and everything else. And typically we can get that back to the customer within 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, depending on the size of the report. But the information that we have at the time of the inspection is real time at the time of the inspection. So I'm able to talk to the client before I leave and say, this is where I found that there's some areas that might need some more investigation, or maybe there's a real problem there that needs to be addressed. The Instascope system is run by an iPad. This is a shot of the app running. It's calling out specifics of the quantities of mold and particles in the air, things like that. It's tracking temperature and humidity, and we put in the dimensions of the room to give us an amount of time to be able to do the inspection in the room. And there's an audible beep that comes from the iPad if it comes across someplace where there's microbial growth or mold spores that it's detecting. In the bottom here, the white part of the graph, it'll actually show the counts there, and there'll be blue spikes there showing that there's some sort of activity. So we just have another little example here of finding some areas of mold. You can see the blue spikes there. If I come over here, there's a cable outlet in the wall, and the wand is just kind of all around it. But then when I go in there, kind of stir it up a little bit, you can hear the machine counting the heavy particles, and now you can see spikes starting to show up there and hear the beep from the iPad indicating that there's something going on, maybe in the wall cavity, but probably just in this little box here. Something else that can sometimes be a concern for people is things like this. This is the heating duct for this bedroom, and there's clearly discoloration around the ceiling, other things going on there. Could be mold, might not be. With the Instascope, we're able to determine right away that it's not. It's just dust or dirt or something like that. Probably just needs to be cleaned.